Hello, my lovelies. Well, today we have a full moon in Aquarius at 27 degrees. So we're going to share some messages, this time from Mildraeus, who is part of my galactic family. And because this moon is ruled by the planet Uranus, Uranus is to do with things out there, sudden, unexpected events happening in our lives. It also rules space travel and aliens, technology, and weird and wonderful things happening out of the blue. So we have the cards here. They've been shuffled. We'll cut them into 3 piles. Oh, also the Schumann resonance is off the scale. So I don't know how you guys are doing, but my sleep pattern has been really interrupted. I looked at the moon last night, about 1:30 in the morning, and it was orangey red, which was rather stunning. And it is actually full today. So hopefully, if there's no cloud, I will be joined by a few friends to see if we can capture it on video and see what intuition we can glean from it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more. And I've noticed on some other videos people talking about this full moon, super moon, that it's a blue moon, when in fact it isn't. The blue moon occurs very rarely, and it's when 2 consecutive full moons are in the same sign. So we've just had that. The last full moon was a blue moon, and the moon before that was in the same sign. So we had 2 full moons in the sign of Capricorn. So the second one is known as the blue moon. So that's just to correct any anything where people are saying this one is blue. So let's have a look, see what we got. So 4 of Swords, 10 of Swords, Knight of Wands, 6 of Wands. So we're still in Leo energy, so that's making a lot of sense. So looking at this spread for this full moon in Aquarius. So, interesting. 4 of Swords and 10 of Swords. So the 4 of Swords in this deck, here we have Orestes. So he's sitting quietly, he's contemplating, he's meditating, and he's not taking any action. The swords are resting, they are in a pattern, and so he's thinking very deeply about something, a big decision that he has to make, and he hasn't made that decision just yet. So there's something brewing. And swords are to do with the mind and how we communicate with each other. And Mercury is still retrograde until the 28th. So something behind the scenes is about to pop, but it's being discussed. But there's been a hold put on it, a stop put on it. I would say probably for another four weeks or so. So we're way out of Mercury retrograde when it's a direct again and out of the shadow. And if you look behind him, there are mountains. So that is associated with Capricorn energy. So that's the top-down government type of energies. And of course, our Parliament is on holes at the moment, or vacation, as our lovely American friends say. And they're not due back just yet. So that can be that it looks as though things are pretty quiet, but as things have been stirred up recently, in the last couple of days, there are a lot of very unhappy populace with some of the new laws and or sanctions coming out. We have the Ten of Swords here. So this is looking at how the words are being spoken, how they are being manipulated, and how they're expected to manifest, but it's not going to come out exactly as is planned. So this is Athena. She's the goddess of wisdom. She's associated with the law, justice as well. And the swords are holding back the three furies. So they're the scaremongering and the fear-mongering and all of the propaganda that's being vomited out from mainstream media and social media. And here Orestes is lying at Athena's feet, completely exhausted by everything. So there is an awful lot of hot air. I think I've said that before. A lot of hot air that is to do with trying to keep the people under control so that they don't or are not allowed to say what it is they want to say, but they will. The people are not going to put up with this for much longer. So in the centre we have the Six of Wands. So this is the card of victory. This is beautiful fire energy. It's the Leo energy that we're in. The Golden Fleece represents Aries. So this is the, again, fire energy of not giving up, of not backing down, standing your ground, taking your power back and saying, yes, this is mine, I earned it, I went and got it myself, I worked jolly hard for it, and I'm not giving it away to anybody. 6 is about a number about moving forward in life as well. So if we've got any 5s around, they are about being in the doldrums. In the past, Knight of Wands. This I sometimes see as my house moving card. So this could actually be the House of Commons. So our Parliament, and how things will actually move or have been moved pretty swiftly. Because it's in the past, it's already happened. Something has moved house. I think in a possibly previous reading, I said that there may be many politicians crossing the floor in Parliament, which is a term used for when one lot decides to abdicate and go across the floor and join the other party. So there may be a huge swing in the popularity of certain people in charge, that a lot of their supporters no longer support them and go and support the other side. So as we get to the bottom row, we have the Judgment card, which is associated with Athena here. So there are things that are moving behind the scenes that will come to light in the not too distant future. We've got the 3 again, the 3 of Cups. So this is 3 months. So let's say middle of August, middle of September, middle of October. So by the end of October, an awful lot of things will have come out in the media. They will have a huge spotlight put upon them. There will be people who thought they were in charge, who will no longer be in charge, who thought they've got it cushy at the top, but then something comes along and changes that. The Knight of Cups here, this is about people seeing things in a romantic way and think, oh, isn't it lovely, isn't it wonderful, is it all lovey-dovey, and actually it's something that moves on very quickly. So if you're falling in love with love, and then you move on from that. So somebody who's in love with themselves, narcissists, people who think that they're untouchable, that's a very, very different energy that's coming through. So let's see what's on the bottom of the pile. 7 of Wands. We've had this before. This is in infighting. So all those people who think that they are in charge, there's a huge amount of infighting going on. And so when they're infighting, they don't have time for anything else, us especially. Thanks for watching.